Have you ever stopped, truly stopped, to ask yourself, why does everything in life feel like it's constantly slipping away? Not just the years that fly by, the people who change, or the versions of yourself you barely recognize in old photos, but at your core. Is there a deeper reason why nothing, you, relationships, the world, ever stays exactly the same, no matter how tightly you try to hold on? In the flowing streams of ancient Ephesus, where change was the only constant he saw, Heraclitus gazed into the river and revealed a truth that shakes the soul. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. These words weren't poetic melancholy. They were awakening fire, echoing the Delphic call to know thyself. Everything flows, pantarai. The waters shift, you shift, and clinging to permanence is the source of all suffering. But what does that mean? How do we live with this eternal flux in a world that sells stability, promises forever, and fears the relentless current of change? Every day, we resist the flow. What routines we cling to for security, what relationships we try to freeze in time, what identities we defend as fixed. From the first memory of morning, we grasp. Youth preserved in creams, love locked in vows, success hoarded as if permanent. And in this grasping, we rarely embrace. Am I flowing with the river, or drowning trying to stand still in waters that never cease? Are you awakening to change's gift, or suffering from the illusion of sameness? Countless lives harden in resistance, realizing too late that fighting flux breeds stagnation. Bodies aged fighting time, hearts broken clinging to old loves, minds closed rejecting new truths. The river flows anyway, only our refusal hurts. But those who dive into Heraclitus's truth, those who truly live vibrantly, embrace the flow. They know the river's change isn't loss, it's renewal. They understand that you can't step twice because both river and man are reborn each instant, inviting presence, adaptation, wonder. Reflect on history's flow embracers. They didn't resist change. They surfed it masterfully. Bruce Lee, be water, my friend. Flowing around obstacles, his adaptation made him legend in martial arts and philosophy. Jeff Bezos, seeing retail's river shift to online, he flowed with it early, building Amazon's empire on constant change. Maya Angelou, rising from trauma's currents, she flowed into poetry and activism, her changing self inspiring millions. What about you? What unchanging illusions cause your pain? What flowing surrender could bring your renewal? Living the river exceeds resignation. It's joyful participation. It's releasing yesterday's self, welcoming today's waters. Trusting the flow carries you forward. It's about knowing. What river am I stepping into now? What sameness do I falsely cling to? What change have I feared as loss? What alive life awaits the one who flows freely? Yet, this embrace requires letting go. It means mourning old banks briefly. Realizing the same river twice is death, stagnation, repetition, illusion. Accepting that flux is life's breath. You change or you merely exist. Most fight the current. They dam. Nostalgia for past, fear of future, rigidity in present, dreading the flow dissolves them. But those who flow with Heraclitus, they become the river itself. Ancient thinkers saw logos in flux, divine reason in change. Heraclitus's fire transformed all. The flowing? They achieved what static could not. Lives of depth, adaptation, eternal becoming. Will you step into the changing river? Will you become new with each moment, unafraid of not being the same? So I challenge you today. Are you ready to never step twice? Not with chaotic drifting, not rejected stability, but by breathing deeply, releasing grasp, and asking, what flow calls me now? What old self must I release? What change invites my renewal? What clinging causes my suffering? What would I become ever-flowing and profoundly? What eternal life awaits the one who changes with the river? Because here's the truth. Sameness is illusion. No moment, no self, no river repeats exactly. None lives fully saying, "Here, I stayed the same." That vitality belongs to the flowing. Becoming unfolds in flux. Yet, by releasing yesterday daily, welcoming today's waters, quieting permanence's lie, you'll live as nature's masterpiece. And once you truly never step twice, no stagnation claims you. The world forever sells fixed banks, but your greatest power is in fluid current. Because when no man steps in the same river twice, its renewal, its presence, its becoming, no yesterday chains you. No tomorrow daunts you. No self feels old, because when you flow with the river, you become timeless. So today, step anew. Release the old bank. Enter fresh waters, not in fear but freedom. Begin the endless becoming, the life that changes gloriously. Because no man ever steps in the same river twice. And that's the gift.
If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.